The image of our country is terrible. It's terrible. It's a failed country. That's what it is. They view us as a nation in decline, but even worse, they view us as a failed country. Kamala's closing message to America is that she hates you. You know, there's got to be something there. I think she does. I do believe you. The day that I left, I shouldn't have left. I mean, honestly, because we did so well. That white, beautiful white skin that I have would be nice and tan. I got the whitest skin because I never have time to go out in the sun, but I have that beautiful white, and you know what? It could have been beautiful, tan, beautiful. And I have this piece of glass here, but all we have really over here is the fake news, right? And to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news. And I don't mind that so much, because I consider myself to be the father of fertilization. It's a very demonic party. I come in, and here's the problem. I said, oh, man, it's too low. I said, it's too low. So I had to go. In Lancaster, they found 2,600 ballots, all done by the same hand. In other words, the same exact penmanship, the same hand, the same everything. Your team is very good. I would say the Greek is a seriously good player. Do you agree? And tell me, who has more Greek in him, the Greek or me? I think we have about the same. A little birdie told me that we're leading in New Jersey. What's that all about? Huh? We love New Jersey. And if you don't vote, you're stupid. You're stupid. You watch. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so much fun. It'll be nasty a little bit at times, and maybe at the beginning in particular, but it's going to be something.
Speaking of nasty, did he really do that gesture? I don't know.
Well, there's so many things. I mean, let's bring in
along
the gang.
with Joe, Willie, and me, we have the host of Way Too Early, White House bureau chief at Politico, Jonathan Lemire, U.S. special correspondent for BBC News, Katty Kay, NBC News national affairs analyst and a partner and chief political columnist at Puck, John Heilman, and president of the National Action Network and host of MSNBC's Politics Nation, Reverend Al Sharpton.
All right, so, Willie, there's so much to go over there. First of all, again, with Kamala Harris, she delivers the message that I think Americans want, which is let's come together. I'm going to be president for all Americans. And she's done this for quite some time. Donald Trump, I couldn't write down the notes quickly enough. First of all, he was asleep on his feet in one of those events. But he talked about America being horrible. He lied about, once again, spreading a big lie. He must be concerned about Pennsylvania. He keeps lying about Pennsylvania. Says he's the father of fertilization. I'm not exactly sure what that means. And then he did a graphic scene, like he was having oral sex.
Oh my God!
With the microphone, and some social media platforms actually would not play it because they said it was so obscene. And you look at that moment, and again, you hear these people running on radio stations
content
and saying that, oh, they're, he's going to save Christians. He's sent by Jesus. He's a Christian
protector of women.
He's a protector of women and all this stuff. But all the lies were just stunning, and I don't know that I've ever seen as much contrast in a closing message, not just on energy and on vitality and on vigor, but also just the overall message of hope, optimism versus pessimism, grimness. And again, a calling 2 days after he called to have Liz Cheney shot by a firing squad, talking about how he wouldn't mind if the press got shot.
Yeah, he said, I wouldn't mind that. If you'd have to shoot through the fake news to get to me, and he wouldn't have a problem with that. I think start with the superficial, which you touched on, which is this was when Joe Biden was the candidate, a